My name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for the star sign in the title below for Mars ingress stroke transit Pisces. Depends what time I get them uploaded, because Mars enters into Pisces today. Now, according to the astrologers, Mars is not particularly all that happy in Pisces, and this is occurring at the same time as Jupiter and Saturn are both turning retrograde this week, and to have that happen for the two of them so close together is a rare event. We've got the Venus square Neptune aspect, which is lasting for at least much of the summer. So there is a lot of energies, challenging energies, and very deep energies, you know, that really enabling you to work into your dreams, look into your own inner sense of right and wrong, and am I in the right place in the universe, and if not, what am I going to do about it? There are oodles of videos on YouTube about the effects of Mars ingress Pisces, so yeah, go and watch one of them if you want to get clued up about it. In the meantime, this is a general reading rules apply. It's an oracle card based reading, but you can, I suppose, ask a question beforehand. Now, there is the same intro on all 12 signs. There'll be a timestamp down below, so you can skip past all of this waffle once you've watched it once, I hope. And do watch more than one. You want to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and quite possibly, with this sort of reading, your Mars placement out of your birth chart as well. If you don't know what your chart placements are, there's a link down below to get yourself a birth chart. While I'm talking about the links down below, there's also a link to the Facebook group where I post such astrology videos for you to watch, you know, as well as obviously all of these readings. And you can contact me directly through there. It does have an inbox. There's other contact details down there as well, Twitter, Tumblr. Yeah, I think that's it, other than the ask a question. And we're looking at what energies you will get to play with, what topics you will get to look at during the Mars transit of Pisces, which, if I remember correctly, have just suddenly occurred to me, Mars is going retrograde in Pisces, so it's going to be there extra long. This could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing. Given what's been going on so far, it's likely to be a challenging thing, but hopefully in a good way. Okay, let me bring up the cards. Well, Cancer, this reading looks incredibly appropriate to your sign. There's a lot here about feeling what precisely is home. We have the Playing It Safe card, which indicates that you may be limiting yourself to a situation or environment because it's familiar. It's just, you know, better the devil you know. But right next to it, we have the Mintakan card, which the Mintakans are allegedly the first extraterrestrial spirits or first light workers to come to this planet. So we're probably talking about long before Atlantis and Lemuria. Come from a water world, how apropos for Cancer, but always have that feeling of not quite belonging because basically their world's not there anymore. And so there's still Mintakans on the planet reincarnating again and again and again. But there seems to be some form of summoning, some form of divine message coming in. We have winged messengers here, two of roses, with the world clarifying it. And it almost, what I'm feeling from that is it's like there's a signal going out saying it's time. These readings are getting a lot more woo-woo than what I thought they would do, to be quite honest. But that's what I'm getting. It's almost like there is a signal going out for some Cancerians, possibly starseed Cancerians, saying, right, it is now time. You need to stretch out of the environments you've been keeping yourself in. So one thing that I would say is pay special attention to the children that are around you and what they have to say, because I feel like they are directing you towards a... Oh, now, in terms of the life we live down here, a step up, initiation and the Count de Saint Germain is what they are pointing to and what they're examining. But taking that Mintakan vibe, the Lightworker vibe, it's not so much a step up as a deeper revelation of who you are. But you're only going to get that by going out of your normal environment and experiencing new things. There is some form of spiritual partnership on offer. There's definitely some form of signal coming to you. I mean, the whole defining energy of this reading is the Ace of Swords, clarity, and curiously, Six of Wands, because 2 cards wanted to come out, of course, as for 1 and 2. You didn't get the avalanche of cards that Gemini got, but hey-ho. Well, apart from here. But 6 of Wands, we've got clarity with victory. Clarity with victory causing you to set your course to a new destination and let the old fall away. The Tower card here. So I almost feel like whatever the environment is, something goes ping and breaks and makes you go, yeah, this ain't for me no more. I'm moving out of this. Now, this could be an emotional state, a philosophical state, an employment state. It could be a social circle. It could be where you live. You know, yeah, I don't want to live in this road anymore. I want to move to another town. I want to move to another country, state, whatever. Which is not easy at the moment. Let's face it, everything on lockdown. But that's why we have setting your course. Again, this transit that I'm reading for here, it's a 3-month transit. It goes retrograde and then back again, obviously. I'm spending a lot more time in Pisces, and Mars is not happy in Pisces, as I think I said in the introduction. So your drive to surge forward is constantly getting stymied by dreams and illusions and what-ifs and deep spiritual questions. So you need to listen to the messengers that are around you. And like I say, winged messengers here. So angel symbolism will be covered under that. But also, yeah, look at the birds. But children, we have the garden here with 6 of Cups. Now, the garden implies a place of refuge and a place of sanctity. Not in the definition in the book, but for me, that's what the garden implies. But they are pointing towards the initiation. Both of them, the young girl examining the garden in greater detail. Yeah, she's looking at a butterfly here, or trying to set fire to it, but one or the other. Magnifying glass in front of her. But even the symbol of the butterfly is something that flies free. So she is examining the environment that she's in with the Playing It Safe card, and seeing that there is more, seeing that there is something that can transform itself so utterly and entirely like the caterpillar into the butterfly. And this is clarified again by the 6 of Cups. So it's there's a coming to terms with the past, or whatever the past is, going, okay, yep, happened. It was nice enough. I'll keep the nice bits in my memory. The not so nice bits, yeah, whatever, move on. But again, that element of children, that element of younger people inspiring you. It could just be a throwaway line. They could be singing a song for all I know, but pay attention to the children around you. There is spiritual partnership, initiation, and the Count de Saint Germain, and the Ace of Cups. So maybe there's a nice love offer coming here, but be wary of love offers and go slowly, because Venus is also retrograde at the minute. But it doesn't feel like that. The Ace of Cups almost feels like there's a... I mean, we've got the triple moon symbol here. It's magical. It's spiritual. There's this oomph of, okay, Now I've got rid of all this old stuff. Now I know where I'm going. I don't need to play it safe anymore, and I can move forward. I can move forward, finding the people who are like me, Sangha, community, 8 of Roses, and define my own empire. So you are being called to expand your boundaries, or even just move them. Move your boundaries. Because the diversity card here says try everything. Simply try everything. Things that you've not done before. You will find what burden you want to take up. And what is really interesting here is on the angel side of things, we have Nelchael with desire for knowledge, which, I'm sorry, Little Miss Playing It Safe here is not desiring knowledge of the outside world, but I think that is what is called here. Kaliel with justice, you know, setting things right, setting things straight. I feel a lot of what this tower is about, especially since it's clarifying 6 of Wands and victory. And then on that level, Imamaya with atonement of errors. So there's an external atonement of errors, possibly around you in your environment. I'm not saying this is necessarily you, this is around you and in your environment. But there's also an internal atonement of error, because you can feel at home. This world is your home. That's one thing that the world card with the Mintakan card is saying to me. You can atone for the error of limiting yourself, and you can make sure that you are more empowered by expanding your empire. And here, the Emperor out the Crystal Power Tarot, I make empowered choices. Now this empowerment is coming in the form of some form of joy, some form of passion, some form of something that really, really lights you up and starts you moving once you meet up with like souls. But the only way you're going to meet up with these like souls is by leaving your safe space and listening to the children, whatever that means. The interesting thing here, I don't think I necessarily said here, and this is just, I think it's possibly a complete aside. On the demonic side of the Oracle of Heaven and Hell, these keywords are for the astrological definitions of the degrees of the zodiac that these spirits are associated with. So it's not actually necessarily what these spirits are about, but what their position on the celestial equator is about. But we have Pride and Prejudice and Scandal. So yeah, there's as ever with Cancer, I think there's some family stuff going on here, because home and family are quite intertwined. Now, I've remembered for you, and I totally forgot for Gemini and Taurus, to draw a Dao De Ching card. That was Dao De Ching. Yeah, I can't talk today. I might give up in a minute. To follow discernment, verse number 27. He who knows how to travel does not leave any trace. He who knows how to use words does not make any errors. He who knows stratagems needs not any plans. He who knows how to lock uses no bolts, yet what is locked cannot be opened. He who knows how to tie uses no rope, yet what is tied cannot be released. Therefore the sage always knows how to take care of people, so no one is abandoned. He knows how to take care of all things, and so no thing is abandoned. This is what is called following discernment. That is why good men are the teachers of bad men, and bad men are the sources of warning for good men. Not to value the teacher, nor to care for the sources, This reveals foolishness. However clever one may be, this is the essential secret. So we've got the theoretically inherent goodness of children, although children can be cruel. But you've got their innocence, naivety, they're not jaded. And they can lead you through trying everything and anything to a community where you have like-minded people and are able to move forward. I don't even want to say like-minded people. I really don't like that phrase, because these people are different, but they give you inspiration. They give you the sense of, you know what, I'm going to do this. Not even that I can do this or I will do this, but I'm going to do this. You know, they're not necessarily going to do it with you, but they will stand back and say, go on you, go on, well done. So that's a lovely reading, and the one piece of advice is expand or move your boundaries. That's it, really. Good luck, Cancer. If this means anything to you, comment down below. Please do the like, share, subscribe thing, especially the subscribe, it really helps, but the like gets the video up there as well. Message me through Facebook on the Facebook group or Twitter if you want a reading. All the details are below. Cheers.